to
Right.
call, right? That Firefox driver.
Yes.
Okay.
So Firefox, Chrome, or IE, whatever you want to.
Okay. Yeah.
Driver dot then get whichever
Mm-hmm.
website you want to go, right?
Yeah.
So if you do not, if you just want to take the exact one, you can copy it and put it here.
Okay.
It will get the HTTP also.
Okay.
Okay. Then you write driver dot find element by dot ID or XPath, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to check this one. In Chrome, how do you check this? In Mozilla, I have shown you you can use Firefox, Firepath, and Firebug, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So here, what you do is you just right click on this whatever selector you want to check. Right click, go
Uh-huh.
to click on inspect element.
Mm-hmm.
So it will open something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See here, when I move my cursor to input, it is selecting this checkbox, right?
Yeah.
And when I move my cursor to the label, it is selecting one,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And here in this, we have the name, we have the ID, we have everything. Let's open the second one. Here also we have the same name and same ID.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see here the checkbox? We okay? No, it's a different one. It's a 2A, it's 2B. I think this will be 2C, the third one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's the third one, 2C, right?
Yeah.
So we can take the ID or I'll take the name today. Let's see. By dot name, put this in double quotes, dot click. Okay. So as soon as you
Okay.
write this, it will go and check the checkbox.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So for selecting that also, we need to write click. Let's put there. So see here, selected one.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once it is checked in, what happens? There will be a okay, it's not coming. There is actually another attribute called checked, which comes automatically, but it is not coming over
Okay.
here. Data check val, cache val is false. Otherwise, do you see something is checking here? Data check val is getting as false.
Mm-hmm.
If I remove this, it is getting as true. See here, it's coming as
Yeah.
true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we will check with first checked and then we will check with this one. So what we will do is First we will check the first one checkbox, okay, and then we will do what then we will do is, like, we will check if the checkbox is already checked, don't
Mm-hmm.
then uncheck that, okay,
Okay. Yeah.
otherwise check it, okay.
Okay.
So we have some attribute which comes, but I'm not sure, we have to check that here whether it's coming or not. Okay, before that let me assign it to a web element. So if I copy this,
Mm-hmm.
I can assign it to a web element, something called web element.
Mm-hmm.
I can write like this, control shift 2. Similar to when we assign a string, similarly we can assign the web element to this one, and we can just write one checkbox dot click instead of the entire line. Okay,
Okay.
you can write like this. Then we will check if it is checked or not. Okay, so if one chk box dot get attribute, to get any attribute value, suppose I want to get the value of id, I'll write get attribute id.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it will give me a string. Okay, so I can write here dot,
Okay.
instead of id, what I will do, I'll check something called checked. Get attribute checked is
Okay.
not equal to null, means which means it is present.
Okay.
So for not equal to, you write this like this, equal to null. I will print here. I will take the id, get attribute id plus is present, is checked, I'll say. Okay, so what happens when we check in something, right? We check a checkbox, it brings down the checked attribute. Another attribute like ID, name, we have
Mm-hmm.
something called checked will come.
Okay.
It automatically comes, and it will have a value. But if you
Okay.
do not have any checkboxes checked in, then this attribute will not be present. Okay,
Okay.
so what I am writing here is, I'm checking that checkbox, and then verifying if it is not equal to null, means if it is present, then just print that
Mm-hmm.
it is checked.
Okay.
So let's see if it is giving the correct value or not. Okay,
So you selected this website just for the check boxes, like
yes, yes,
examples.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so now it is printing checkbox VA is checked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it automatically brings down the checkbox. Suppose now what I will do, I will uncheck this. Okay, otherwise I will do one thing. After here, I will make it as checked, and then I will
Mm-hmm.
write one checkbox dot click. So again, when I will check it, what will happen? It will uncheck it.
Okay.
Okay, so second time when I'm clicking on it, it will uncheck it. So I should be seeing that this checkbox is not present. So again, I can write a if condition. I will check one chk box dot get attribute checked. This is the only attribute which comes when you check in something. Okay, is equal to null. Then I'm printing is not checked. Okay. First it will check, then it will uncheck, right?
Okay.
Then it is printing. First is checked and then it is going here and checking as unchecked. Because here it is null. When I click on it
Yeah.
again, it became null. This attribute will
Yep.
not be present any longer. Okay.